Hello again, we're still canning. So, I found this family pack of chicken breast for $7.90. So I took two out, put them in the rest of that marinade from the mushrooms. So I have those marinating for dinner. And then the rest of the package I'm cubing up. And we're going to can some chicken and gravy, and I think I'm just going to add some chive. I have clean hand. I have some chicken broth here. I have my clear gel here. So I'm going to trim off some of this fat and can it up, and I'll just put this in my carry canner because this is a small batch canning batch. But if you find some meat on sale, I mean, don't buy it all up, save some for other people. That's kind of how I'm rolling. I'm thinking about my neighbors. We all shop at the same place, and I'm going to do 1.5 jars. So I'm going to cube this up, then we're going to brown it and thicken it and jar it up. So I'll be back. I won't bore you with, I'm just slicing into strips and then cubing the strips into bite-sized pieces. Do whatever size you want. And I figure if I just do it in gravy, there's a net. Ooh, did I just do a Karate Kid? Nope. Figure if I just do, it's been very, what's another word for the M word? Soggy here. So the bugs are getting icky. Anyways, I figure if I just do plain chicken and gravy, then when I want to use it, I can add vegetables if I want to make it pot pie, or chicken stew, or open-faced sandwiches, or chicken and gravy over biscuits, or you can use this like you would cream of chicken soup for recipes. So you could cut this up even smaller and do smaller jars. Just a plethora of things, chicken and rice. So you can do your add-ins, but like I said, I think I'm going to add chives because just for some reason that sounds good, and the green will look good in the jars with the yellow. So that's my plan. Throw a small batch in the carry canner, and while it's processing, I will peel some more peaches for the peach pie filling, and then with the ugly bits of the peaches that are left, because I'm thinking there will be, these are not stone free, I think or free stone peaches, so not all will cut up nicely. And I posted the peach barbecue sauce. That's pretty tasty stuff. I gotta find my peppers. So yeah, I'm going to just continue cutting up my chicken. Then we'll come back and we'll brown it up and turn it into gravy and jar it up. Okay, so I have my chicken cut up. It's right there. I do have my pressure canner over here with a couple quarts of water and my jars with some hot water in them so that they will be hot when I go to use them. You want everything hot when you're canning something hot, and you want everything cold if you're canning something cold. And that will prevent you from having your jars breaking. I plugged in the camera. So I'm going to add a little bit of oil. I went out and cut some onion, green onion from the garden, or my little onion patch. I'll take y'all outside one day to see what you can do even with dogs or a small space. I'm going to add just a smidge of salt because our chicken broth has salt in it. A little bit of pepper. And I'm not going to cook this, I'm just browning it off. I got this chicken the same day that I got those beef riblets that I did the video on. Those were only $4.73. And then I think the corn on the cob was like 28 cents. So we had a $5 barbecue. And it was pretty tasty. So if you see things on sale, this was $1.99 a pound for chicken breast, boneless, skinless. Actually, these days that's kind of more normal than anything, but I'm like, woohoo! And then I got a package of chicken strips that I'm going to separate and put in the freezer. I have some chicken breast in the freezer, but I want to make room for some other things to go in there, so I'm canning what I can for future purposes. And if all you can afford is one package, you know, every little batch you can is going to help you out. There's so many things you can do with this chicken and gravy. So I'm going to let this all get cooked, and then I'm going to start out. This looks like it's about as much of that beef I had. I'm going to do 1/2 cup. I was going to say I was going to start out with a 1/4 cup. Yeah, I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of the clear gel and mix it with about 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup of liquid. You can use water, chicken broth, whatever you want. So I'm going to do that while this is cooking. Do you guys want me to do it on camera? I don't know. Looking for something plastic to do it in so you can't hear me. I don't always try to do everything on camera because people only watch like 10 minutes. So there's our clear gel. Put in 3/4 cup of water. We're just going to dissolve that. It's just like using regular cornstarch. It's thick when you bring it back to a boil. So we will set that aside until we need it. Chicken's going. Here's some green onions I cut out of the yard, and I'm just going to use scissors and cut these right into the pot. And you can leave this out if you think you might want to use this for cream of chicken replacement, or you can just add some to your individual jars. You can also use dried chive, and I'm going to be doing a lot of that with what I have out in the yard is dehydrating it. And anything you have prepared now, you won't have to worry about using what you have in your food storage later. So that's a lot of the reason that I thicken things now. I don't have to worry about using a thickener later. There's all sorts of reasons to have it ready to go or seasoned. But I pretty much use onion in everything I cook. So I'm going to turn that pot down and just keep my jars hot. And I will come back after this chicken's all cooked off. Just cooking it to where the pink is gone. I do this because I don't like a lot of that rawness that comes, you know, the sludge and things that comes out of your meat. I don't like the idea of that being in the jar. But it is convenient to raw pack a lot of stuff. So, gonna finish this up and we'll be back when we're ready to gravy it up. Okay, so we have the chicken all cooked to where it's not pink. I'm going to add my chicken broth. And put enough to cover the chicken. Yep, I think this is about the same amount as I had for the roast beast. Going to add our clear gel. Would have been better with the flat bottomed container. Make sure you've got all that in there. I may need to add a little bit more. We'll see how this thickens up. So bring it up to a boil, and you can thicken it to the consistency that you want. And if you wanted to, you could add vegetables to this. You could do all that now and make pot pie filling, chicken stew. You can can it that way. I just want to have it to where I can do whatever I want with it. Asked my husband, he said, "Sounds good to me." So, you know how men are, they don't care. They just want to eat. I haven't eaten today. So I'm going to bring this up to a boil until that has thickened. And if I need to add more clear gel, I will do that. So I will come back when this has thickened up. Okay, so we're ready. I tasted it. It tastes really nice. I like it. I like it. I think I will get a measuring cup. Find them to be much more efficient. I had one of those ball ladles and the red thing just fell right off. So 1 inch of headspace. Get another jar. You'll like having this on hand. Very versatile. Kind of like the beef and gravy. You can do all the same things with that as well. Hopefully you can see. I think I'm going to need another jar. So I just have a smidge of gravy left. So got 4 jars. We are going to wipe our rims. Debubble. Hey! No, no, no. Wipe the rim with some vinegar. Even my Kerry canner will be full now. So if you use your electric canner, follow the manufacturer's directions. I no longer do videos on the Kerry because they all have different directions. People will say we're giving out misinformation, and we're not. We're following the directions that came with our Kerry. So follow your directions with your electric canner. Fingertip tight. These are very hot. Fingertip tight. Fingertip tight. Hot. Fingertip tight. I'm going to get this area cleaned up so I can put my canner up here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so you can't see a thing, but I am putting my jars in my canner. I have water in the canner. Like I said, follow the manufacturer's directions. You can put 4 quarts in the canner. Turn this around. Always, always, always keep your manual handy. So I'm going to do what it tells me to do. Pints are 75 minutes, quarts are 90. And we have started canning. So I will see you when this is coming out of the canner. I'm going to take a shower and start peeling peaches. Okay, everybody, we're done. Very hot. So there you have it. We have chicken and gravy. So, if you have any questions, let me know down below. Tell me what you're canning and storing up or finding on sale. All the poop. Give it to us. So, I hope you all are doing well. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you in the next video. Store that food. Take care, everybody.